What they never tell you about starting over at 70 or even earlier. What they never tell you about starting over, finding purpose again. They say it's never too late to start over, but what they don't tell you is how lonely, scary, and uncertain it feels when you actually have to do it. I know. Hi, I'm Holly, a mom, a and a great grandmother who finally found myself in debt and unable to retire at the age of 70. I had to rebuild my life when most people were finally settling down. And I'll be honest, it wasn't easy. It was hurtful, but it became the most powerful chapter of my entire life. When you reach your 60s or 70s, people assume your story is already written. But what if the story you're living isn't the one you wanted? I remember the day I realized I had to start over. The bills were just piling up, and the retirement I imagined wasn't there. And I actually felt invisible, like the world had moved on without me. There's a certain heartbreak in realizing that all those years of doing everything right didn't guarantee security. And yet, starting over became the moment I finally found my peace because it forced me to stop living for the world's timeline and start living on mine, my timeline. What they don't tell you about starting over is that it's not really about beginning from zero. It's about beginning from wisdom. You already have the experience, the grit, and the heart. You just need to learn how to turn that into something that actually serves you. When I discovered digital business, I didn't have all the answers. I didn't even have the confidence at first. Plus, I didn't even know what it was. But I had a reason, and that's stronger than any skill in the world. So I started small, learning one tool at a time, following a blueprint that showed me how to build online systems that work 24/7 globally. And what started as confusion turned into confidence for me because every small win reminded me I'm not done yet. What would starting over look like for you if you stopped worrying about how far behind you are and just took one brave step today? One. It could be small. Here's the truth most people avoid. You don't need a lifetime to change your life, just commitment for a season. You don't need to chase every opportunity out there. Oh my goodness, there's so many, but you don't need to. Just the right one. And you don't need to be tech savvy. I'm not. You need a system that simplifies success on your terms. The moment I stopped doubting my age and started embracing my purpose, I stopped feeling like I was behind. I realized my story wasn't ending, it was just expanding and better. If this message spoke to you, go watch Is Freedom Hiding in Your Daily Routine? Another video I have. It shows how small daily changes can open the doors to big breakthroughs. New doors open. And if you're ready to rebuild your life in a way that actually gives you time, peace, and purpose, go watch Why I Quit Competing After 70 and Found Real Joy. It'll help you see what's possible when you stop following everyone else's rules. No matter your age or your past, there's still more to your story. And it's not too late to rewrite it. You're in control. Starting over isn't a step back, it's proof you refused to give up. If this inspires you in any way, subscribe, follow, and share this video with someone who needs to hear that it's okay to begin again. Life's not over, because sometimes the second act is where the real story begins in your life.